Gotoh. I wanted to put a video really quick together on how these Gotoh mini locking tuners actually work and a few tips and tricks on how to get your guitar strung up with them. I love these tuners, and I have them on about 4 guitars now, and I've been using them on my main guitar, which we'll look at here in a second, for about 18 going on 19 years. And they just last forever. And I'll tell you, the main thing I like about them, they're not perfect in every way, but what they really get right, that the traditional ones with the wheel on the back, Spurzels and Schaller make some, and other companies make them as well. What these get right is you never have to guess at how much tension or how tight to lock it down. It just will auto correct and do the exact right tightening it needs. And so I'll walk you through a few little tips and tricks I've picked up over the years. Actually, I'll take it all the way off. You see there's a pin, right? And the pin will go into this hole and grip the string. So as you tune it, it self-tightens onto the string. And put a string through, you really want to twist it to about there. So you have an open hole, right? Pull the string through and then start winding it. And as it turns, it's going to tighten and clamp the string and work just like a normal tuner, only without all the wraps, and you'll end up with a nice short post. All right, first things first, look at this gorgeous guitar. Oh, I love playing this guy. What you need in your gig bag is just a regular string winder. I like the kind that has the wire cutter, but any kind of one. But you have to have a string winder for these tuners. And then you should have a penny also. So I have a little bag I take on gigs, and I just chuck these in there and it'll be great. All right, so to loosen the strings, just like you always would. Now, this is still locked at this point, and there's 2 things you can do. You can either grip the string here and keep loosening, which I do about half the time, or you can take your penny and set it in here and just gently turn, and now it's not locked at all. I just took out the tension in there. And so unscrew that, and now the string is free. So then once you pull the string out, just loosen this a couple turns. You really just need enough clearance for the string to go on. You don't have to take it all the way off. If it does come off, no big deal, just screw it right back on. And pull the string through. By the way, see how the string is already kinked here? That's because I screwed up the first time. Don't normally record myself doing this. Okay, anyway, so one hand, I'm just gonna pull the string tight, and then watch how many wraps I do with the string winder. You'll see this is more wraps than with some of the other locking tuners out there, but it's still really not too bad. And then there we go. It's caught, it's locked, it's going to pull the string up, and we can tune it to pitch like that. Now, that's really it. You can clip it. But why I like them so much is the stretching process. I'm basically just pulling up on the string. People do this different ways. Well, why this is so important is while you stretch here, this is also tightening further, okay? So yeah, you are pulling the string, but this is also tightening, which is critically important for these. Now, if you want to, you can take a penny, put it in here and twist it a little more, but you don't need to. Once you've stretched it this way a few times, which it doesn't take much, you've tightened this perfectly and it doesn't need any more adjustments. So at this point, like, this string is ready to go. Clip it however long you want, and like, that's it. Don't put a screwdriver in that because it can slip and take out a chunk of your headstock. Use a penny because they're readily available everywhere. And man, that's really it. I'll put a link in the video to Michael's video he did on that. It's the same tuners on his guitar, only they have like a vintage casing, which is cool. I didn't even know they made the non-modern looking kind. So I'll put a link in there, and then also have a link to the old Tom Anderson website. It has really good instructions for these tuners, and it's basically just kind of what I showed you. All right, hope this was helpful. Cheers. Gotoh. Autofocus for not working. and now it's lost forever.